guys, I'm Antonia. I'm doing my first video today just showing you how I make my mushroom Parmesan crusted salmon. I just got back from the gym, so I've already kind of taken care of the prep work and I'll just show you how I make it. So I'm usually always cooking for myself. I've already kind of chopped up the garlic here, so it was fresh cloves. I prefer to get it like that. And then these were just some baby bella mushrooms, and I went ahead and chopped them up. I like a lot of mushrooms. It's up to you how you want to do it. That was maybe about 4 or 5 slices. And I've already put in my olive oil and the Parmesan cheese. As you see, there's my salmon on my makeshift pan. And I put about 1 tablespoon of olive oil in there and a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix all of this together. Put this in here. Okay. Put it all inside of the bowl. This is just the crust that I'm preparing for the salmon. And I've already preheated my oven. I put it on broil so that everything just cooks evenly, I guess. All right, and just mix that all together. You can add and subtract anything you like. I also like to add in a little bit of lemon juice, just to give it a little bit of a tangy flavor, I guess. I don't really put any salt or seasonings in it because I think that there's enough salt in the lemon juice and the Parmesan cheese. Alright, so once it looks all nice and mixed up through, I'm just gonna go ahead and coat it on top. I didn't put anything on top of my salmon. Just gonna put it like this, like no oil or anything on top of the salmon. Kind of get it on there nicely, distribute it. It's a little bit hard to do with one hand, but I'm gonna make it work. This is a lot on top, but trust me, it is so delicious. It's ridiculous how good it is. Alright, so now it's kind of just evenly spread out on there. That last little bit of Parmesan cheese. And then if you like, you can just sprinkle just a little bit over the top again. I love my cheese from Wisconsin. Just a nice little coating so you get all the empty spots. Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the oven. It doesn't take very long for this to cook, so just, oops, 1 second here. Pop this steady in the microwave. Put it on the top rack. Let it sit. And it's very, like I said, it cooks very quickly. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my base of my dish. So I'm gonna go ahead and get I have a little bit of my zucchini left. I like to put peppers. I get the tri-colored peppers, but I'm just doing like one at a time because like I said, I just cook for myself. So I'm gonna get these chopped up. I'm gonna put some kale in there, which goes in last. And today I'm adding these collard greens because they're starting to spoil. I haven't used them yet. So I'm just gonna chop these up really quick. And I just like to chop these like this. I'll cut them like this first and then just go one right down the middle. So it's just easier when I go ahead and take my bites. I don't have to like, cut it up while I'm eating it or whatever. Alright, and then just go ahead and put my zucchini in there. Alright, that's about enough for me. Good here. And then we're gonna go ahead and pan, not too high, some olive oil. Just put a little bit in the pan. Okay, just get that going. I'm gonna go ahead and put my vegetables straight in. Oops. Awesome. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and stir those up. Get those cooking. I do also like to add so it's like an olive oil lemony flavor. It's best to put the lemon in first because I learned the hard way. As this oil starts heating up, it is going to start going everywhere. But you figure it out on the way. So you can add, I don't really like to add too much salt or anything. You can add whatever you like in here, maybe some salt and pepper. Pepper I find is really nice in here. I've recently added that in. This is my like go-to dish after a workout or just my meal before I head into work. It's like very filling for what this is. Like usually I've had bad habits of, I'm just putting a little salt now, just a little. I don't see any salt coming out. There we go, just a little bit. I've had really bad habits of eating like snacks and things that really just don't satisfy you or nourish you, and they don't last long. So I'm just gonna let this cook. Take a look down here at our salmon. Can't really see. Already starting to cook pretty well. So that will be done very shortly here. Like I said, when I put it on broil, it cooks really fast. Cooking. So I'm gonna cook this. Now it's really starting to heat up, and I'm no expert, but I know, well, I just don't like to cook my vegetables too long because I was told that kind of, if you cook it too much, you're going to cook the nutrients out of the vegetables. So just to basically like wilt them a little bit. That's why I wait until these are pretty cooked how I like them to put in the greens. So I'm just going to head over because that is starting to cook now. Turn that heat down just a little bit more because I don't want to. I'm going to take just a handful of the collard greens, throw those right in, a few more, and then of course some kale. Let me grab the kale. I need 2 hands for this one. I'm trying to eat healthy. So I went and bought all of these groceries for the week. So I don't go and spend money on food and fillers and all this crap. So this is stuff that I like to eat. I don't like too much red meat. I mean, it's salmon, but I don't like beef or something like that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and stir these in, coat them nicely. I'm currently living in Las Vegas. This is where I live. This is like basically a staff housing situation I live in. I'm a club promoter out here, and this company has staff housing for everybody. So these are just trying to, save myself some money. I'm adding a little bit more lemon juice. That looks not too very lemony. And now this is starting to get pretty cooked here. I don't really want to go too much anymore. So I'm going to turn the heat off. Okay. Grab my plate. are beautiful. Look at this. Nice and cooked. Okay. Go ahead and check on this. This baby's already cooking up pretty good there. It's starting to brown on the top, so that's kind of my tall tale sign that it is ready to come out. And I'm just gonna plate that right on top of here. While I'm just waiting, just giving that a couple more minutes, I'm going to add my avocado because I like to have some avocado just on top. So I've already cut it in half. This was my half of my avocado from yesterday. And how I like to cut it, just so, I mean, it's up to you. You can dice it however you like. This is a little technique I learned through working in restaurants and whatnot. Very close lines, very close cuts together. I'll show you here, you can see. It's very faint, but once I get a spoon to it, just kind of take your spoon right along the side of the outside, and it just kind of comes out really nice like this. So you can kind of fan it out, and that's how you can distribute it nice, so you can kind of get a little bit with each bite that you take. So I'm just gonna wash my hands. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and take my salmon out now. I think it is definitely good to come out. See, super quick. Very quick process. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this out and show you what it looks like. Pull it apart, and when it starts flaking like that, that's how you know it's ready. Okay. Like I said, every time when I broil it, it comes out really nice. It cooks super fast, and like I said, this browning on top is kind of the telltale sign that you know it's ready. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and plate this on here. Very simple, super simple dish, and it's just so bright and beautiful. My favorite thing to make. All right, guys, so if you have any questions on it, just let me know, and bon appetit.